Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a fun, janky Dawnsire combo deck built around Dawnsire, the Sunstar, Dreadnought, which is 5 mana for a spacecraft. It's got Station, and when you station it up to 10 counters, it says whenever you attack, it deals 100 damage to up to one target creature or planeswalker, and you station it up to 20 counters. It's got flying and it's a 20/20, so if you get enough counters on this thing, you can do a lot of damage. You could win the game on its own, just attack for 20. So pretty powerful card, but you do have to get a bunch of station counters on it. Now to use the first ability with the 10 plus counters on it to do 100 damage, we got some combos there with the Barbed Servitor, which is a 4 mana 1/1, and it's got Indestructible. When it enters, you suspect it. When it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card and lose a life. But most importantly, whenever this creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to the opponent, or they lose that much life. So if we're going to hit it for 100, then it's going to make our opponent lose 100 life. So that's pretty powerful. Same thing with Screaming Nemesis. You can kind of redirect the damage dealt to Screaming Nemesis to our opponent, and so we could do 100 damage potentially with the Dawnsire and Screaming Nemesis. And also with the Requiem Monolith, if we target our opponent's creatures with it, then we can force them to lose that much life and draw that many cards. So we kind of win with decking and with life loss at the same time, which is pretty cool if we're going to do 100 damage to them and make them draw 100 cards. So we can also use this to target our own creatures to draw some cards. Kind of cute with Screaming Nemesis to target that, and then we can redirect the damage and draw some extra cards. So some interesting synergy there. And to search up these pieces, we also have the Transit Mage, which is 3 mana 2/2, and it lets us search up an artifact with mana value 4 or 5. And so we can either search up the Servitor, which is why we just have one of these, or the Dawnsire, which we want to draw every game. So having kind of redundant Dawnsires works really well with our combo. So essentially 7 of these and kind of 4 Servitors if we need them. And then we also have the Mindskinner. Now, we're playing the Mindskinner because we need creatures that have really high power to get this up to 10 or 20 counters, right? So we've got the Mindskinner, which has a 10/1. Can't be blocked, but it does say if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent, you prevent that damage and each opponent mills that many cards. However, if we're doing 100 damage to our opponent, they're going to be milling 100 cards, potentially. So that's not that big of a deal unless their library is somehow bigger than 100 cards. But that will probably just win us the game, so it doesn't matter too much that we are having the Mindskinner out on the battlefield and doing 100 damage to them, milling them for 100. So that's why we got the Mindskinner. And then on 2 mana, we got the Ancient One, which is just a 2 mana 8/8. So crews really well, stations up pretty quickly. The Dawnsire also has this ability. It can attack or block if you get enough permanents in your graveyard. It can draw some cards and discard and mill as well, but mostly using it just for the high power. And then we also have the Sunset Saboteur, which is a 2 mana 4/1. Again, pretty high power. It's got Menace, it's got Ward. You can use it to block your opponent's creatures as well as something to interact if you need to early in the game. And then the Rakshasa here, again a 2 mana 5/5. Also just good to crew up the Dawnsire, to station it up and get it up to 10 or 20 counters pretty quickly. And then our Monoist Sentry, it's kind of same thing, just 1 mana for a 4/1 with Defender. Can be used to kind of trade with your opponent's creatures, or again, just station up the Dawnsire pretty quickly. And we also have a couple of Duress here, just to kind of play around sweepers, our opponent's removal spells, disrupt whatever they're doing, because they're probably going to try to interrupt our combo, but if we have a Duress, we can kind of stop them before they get a chance. So that is our plan. Mana base is mostly focused on blue lands here because of the Mindskinner, and got some Surveil lands, which can help sort of smooth out our draws a bit, fill up the graveyard for the Ancient One potentially. But yeah, that is basically the combo. So we'll see if we win with damage, with milling, with forcing them to draw a bunch of cards, life loss. We'll see how it goes. Let's jump some games and see it in action. A huge thank you to all my viewers who have joined my channel membership. I really appreciate all the support. Members get badges, emotes, and early access to all my videos. Click the link in the description below the video to join and get these perks today. Okay, opponent goes first, and this hand looks okay. Keepable. We can find our spacecraft, and let's just go tap land. Don't think we need another one of those. We could play Rakshasa into Monolith. Okay, pretty nice. And see what we draw. Okay, there's Hedge Maze. And another one. They are lander tokening it up. Doesn't realize I can't block, so that's good. Okay, let's go Monolith and draw a card. There's a Sentry. Okay. Got the Scout Lander, sure. So ramping up to something big. Okay. Alright. They are attacking now. So that's unfortunate. We can go this and this. Let's see what we draw first. Ooh. Mindskinner is an interesting one. I think we need some sort of blocker. And an untapped land. We need a red source. Let's just go here. See if we can find something. Don't need that. So if we draw, let's see, we have 9 plus 8. Not quite enough power. Ooh, it's gonna blow up everything. Okay. That's okay. Well, they gotta do 8 damage to this thing, so we'll see if they can do that. And 5 damage to this. Okay, 6. Alright. Well, our ancient one survived. That's nice. Okay. I guess we could play out Mindskinner. Or just go Transit Mage and search. Let's see what we draw from this, actually. Let's see if we draw our spaceship. No. Let's see, do we Duress now? Could Duress. And see what's up. Activate this. Yeah, let's see. I don't know what they could have, but oh wow. Doppelgang. It's kind of scary. Ill-Time Explosion, also kind of scary. Doppelgang for what? How much can they do? Just 1 right now? 2 maybe? Let's take the Ill-Time Explosion so I can play to the board. Let's play this. And that. And pass. Okay, gonna ramp up a bit more. I guess they need a creature in play for this to actually work. Okay. Draw another card. Another Screaming Nemesis. Sure, we'll go Transit Mage, take action, Dawnsire. And then, oh, Auto Tapper. No auto tapper. Okay, guess we'll go other Transit Mage, find the Servitor, swing for 10 mil. Okay. Well, they can copy a bunch of stuff. I don't know if that does anything, though. If they copy one of my creatures, then I can kill them with the monolith. In theory. Nothing they can copy will kill my own creatures, though. So, we'll see what they do. Yeah, okay. Well, these are legendary, but... Let's see, we have 2 mana available. Alright, well... Yep. We're gonna go for it here with Dawnsire and crew it up, and then target their own guy. Draw a card, and then attack, and target it for 100. And draw 100. Oh, nice. Alright, got him. On to the next one. Okay, opponent goes first. And got a decent hand, I guess. Not the best hand I've ever seen, but not the worst either. That's something to do next turn. Maybe that's worth keeping. On top, sure. Does give us a play, at least. So, pay the life, go for the sentry. Trying to go for a Dawnsire win here. Looks like a mono blue deck. That could be bad for us. They're just gonna counter everything. Yeah, I mean, we could lead with Duress if we feel like they have a counterspell up here. Or we could throw out something we don't mind them countering, such as maybe the Monolith. Kinda want this, and kinda want this. Yeah, let's try the Monolith here. See if it resolves. Could ping our own guy just to, just for... let's see. Oh, flash deck. Okay. Alright. Alright. Pass. Merfolk. Could target their creature just to see if they would kill it to draw a card, but I think this is okay. It's a very weird card, but if we get Dawnsire out with enough counters on it, it can win us the game. Okay, guess gonna hold up mana again. Fine with going with Duress this turn. See what they have, because if we want to play out Nemesis or the Mage and then use this to draw, we want to make sure they can't interrupt that play. Holy counterspells. Alright, well then, that is a lot of counterspells. I was hoping they wouldn't have this many. I guess we'd take one of those because those are cheaper. Now what do? We just sort of run our stuff into it, I guess. Alright, let's try the Mindskinner, I guess. Assuming that's not going to resolve. And they have a Tidebinder, which can counter up to one target ability. Oh, so that can counter, like, basically everything. Oh my gosh. Alright, this is probably not going to go well. Okay, there's the Ancient One. So, they got rid of their other Phantom Interference. Let's throw that out there, see if it resolves. Assuming they're going to counter it. Yep. And draw 2, discard something. Just pass. I mean, this is kind of holding off their Cutthroat from attacking, which is at least something, I guess. There's a Screaming Nemesis. I mean, that's definitely going to get countered. But, whatever. I don't really see another way. Just have to keep playing stuff, and hopefully eventually we stick something, and then create a token. I'm surprised they didn't. Oh, okay, one of those. Alright. Pass the turn. So there's a chance they don't have counter spells left over. A small chance. Maybe they just have 2 lands in their hand. Ooh, okay, another thing we can potentially cast. Alright, let's lead with Screaming Nemesis. Okay, that resolves. Do we go to target it? I mean, the worst they could have is like a bounce spell, probably. Let's see if... Let's... They have a bounce spell. Let's just do this. This is a very greedy play, but I'm feeling greedy right now, so I'm gonna try this. I probably should just go, we have another Tidebinder, I see. Okay, so that's gonna make this lose all abilities? Okay. Alright, well, I got the Rakshasa down. And no attacks. So there's still a chance that we can combo. Let's go Transit Mage. Alright, that resolves. Go for Dawnsire. And pass. Okay, another Cutthroat. Gonna pump up all of the Cutthroats. Okay. I know that we have the Dawnsire. What is the last card in their hand? Into the Floodmont. Okay. It's gonna pump everything, bounce that back. Sure. And swing with everything? So if we go Dawnsire, we don't have enough power to charge it up. So I think the best thing we can do is just trade off stuff. This is only during an opponent's turn. Okay. So I can trade off this, and trade off this. I think that's our best shot at winning, potentially. Just kind of slow down everything. And then 8 damage back on this. There's a Duress. I don't know. Do I need to cast that? I think so. Well, if they had another counter spell, it'll be very bad. I don't want them to counter the Screaming Nemesis or the Dawnsire, of course, but question is, do I just go Screaming Nemesis? Let's just play it safe here. No, okay. Well, good to know. We'll play out the Screaming Nemesis. And pass. Now this is linked to this, so if this dies... okay, I didn't think about that actually. I probably should have killed that. Alright, should I go Dawnsire here? Just play these out. Ooh, actually can't play both of those out, so let's go Dawnsire. That resolved quickly. And we'll pass again. Okay. What a weird game. I forgot this thing is because when it dies, you get to use it again, right? If an ability loses all abilities for as long as the creature remains on the battlefield. Yeah, okay. So I kind of honestly don't mind trading this off. Because then I turn that back on and I can kill this too, so. I might just be able to get card advantage here. Ooh. Yeah, let's try this. Alright, let's station. And then target this. Take action, draw a card. Oh, another black source. Pretty good. Guess I'll just go Saboteur. And station. So, we should be able to get them with the Dawnsire next turn. Potentially. Ooh. Stoic Sphinx. Nice. Hexproof as long as you haven't cast a spell this turn. Okay, well I can draw a card. They have to draw something that interferes with this. I can also, let's see. Let's start here. That resolved pretty quickly. If I play the Servitor, I can target their guy too, and then... Okay, there's all sorts of lines that I could win there. Alright, GG. GG. Okay, going first. This hand looks good. Not sure if I should lead with Duress or wait until I am going to go for it. I think I'm going to hold the Duress. Like the turn before or the turn that I try to kind of go to combo. I think that's maybe generally a good approach. Alright, Rot-Curse Rakshasa. So this can be pretty good for crewing this and the Servitor can be a target if we get up to 10. Okay, and opt. Sort of blue black something. Okay, Esper. And that's exiled. Okay. There's another Dawnsire. That's a bit awkward. I think I'm fine with firing this off now. Okay, they just have a ton of lands in their hand. The reason is because I was gonna play this next turn. I don't want them to like exile it with a removal, because this is a source of card advantage that's pretty important that I want to stick. So we'll get the Servitor down. And we'll attack. See what we draw. Okay. Do I fire that off now? If I go Mindskinner this turn, next turn Dawnsire, I think so, unless I draw an untapped land. Let's see what's on top of my deck first. If there's an untapped land, no, there's a Rot-Curse Rakshasa. I don't mind that, in case they kill the Mindskinner somehow. Do I want to keep it though? Yeah, I'll keep it. I think it's better than a random card, given I have 2 Dawnsires in my hand. So if I go with this, the following turn, I play Dawnsire. Yeah, I think I want to set up for the win next turn, potentially. Oh my. Poor opponent. How many lands do they have in that deck? So this is, I can go to 10, attack, and then shoot them for the win next turn, actually. Yeah, so, alright, got there. On to the next one. Okay, going first. Gosh, only 1 land? I can't keep a 1-lander on the play. This looks fine. Put back a Dawnsire. And go tap land, pass. Okay, there's another Sunset Saboteur. I guess we'll play those out. Okay, swing with this one. Let's see what they do. Alright, so that gets through the ward ability. It's pretty good. Play another one. Okay, Ancient Cornucopia and Duress. It's going to take the Dawnsire. Still not hitting a land, but I'll play this out, swing. And still no land. And swing. A lot of Screaming Nemesis. Three steps ahead, okay. 2 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spells and 2 lands. Not the best. Well, at least their Duress is gonna miss. No, didn't hit it. Swings down to 11. Yeah, there's the bargain. Let's gain them some life. See what they got. Breeding pool, okay. Alright. Well, that's something. Swing. Going to exile that. Play out the ancient one. Can't attack. Not yet, anyways. Aha! A land. Should we go Screaming Nemesis or Mindskinner? Or Transit Mage. Let's just go Screaming Nemesis, I guess. Can only assume they have a bunch of more removal spells. Or counter spells or something. Yep. Okay. Gonna make a copy. Sure, Meringue River Regent. Bounce these. Yep. Alright, well there's a land at least. This puts a clock on us. Could go Mindskinner. Let's see. If we do Transit Mage. Yeah, let's do that. See if we can resolve it anyways. Find Dawnsire. And Thundering Falls. Okay, we definitely need a land. We can play out both of these next turn, then play the land, and then the following turn suit this thing up. So that could be useful. Another Ancient Cornucopia, sure. Don't really care how much life they have if we're going to win with the combo. But we'll go Rakshasa. Ancient one. What does this do? Can't be countered, I see. Guess we'll attack. Don't see a reason not to. Play the Thundering Falls. The main problem with this plan is that they know I have a Dawnsire. So... Ooh, wow, Consult. Okay. For 8. Alright. And I can get it to 10 and then attack with the Mage. That's my only chance. Oh, they're gonna blow up everything. Alright, well. That's not that bad, I guess. Could have been worse. Exiling Dawnsire. Oh, it takes it from my hand too? I see. Okay. Interesting. I have 33 cards left in their deck. Let's go Mindskinner. Let's see if we can mill them. Three cards. Alright, counter. And draw. Go Screaming Nemesis, swing, pass. Riverpyre Monument. I have 8 cards in my graveyard, okay. Go land, Screaming Nemesis. Pay the 2. Get a lander token, sure. Okay, and attack. Mill me for 2. Okay. 10 cards in the grave, 36 in hand. It's quite the control deck. Shoot the sheriff, yep. Not much left in the deck to do much with. But, I'll keep that on top. You never know. Oh yeah, right, they have this, so doesn't matter too much what we do with the lands. But maybe they'll just draw like 10 lands in a row and we'll win. You never know. Just don't want to mill myself anymore. I guess I would probably get milled out before that happens. Ancient ones are pretty good now. 26 cards in deck. 22 life. I think I want to mill them, to be honest. So I'm going to play the Mindskinner first. Because they're just gaining so much life. Auto pay. Use the lander. And swing. For 3 cards. Ooh, I got their deadly cover-up. That's what I was hoping to dodge. Also, I'm sure they have that thing that mills like half my library in here somewhere. 27 cards in deck, 17 in the graveyard. They only have 21 cards. 20 cards left. So, can I go for it? Alright, mill them for 13. And I don't know, I guess I'll play this. Doesn't really matter, does it? How many cards are left in their deck? 7? I'm gonna decline and let it get countered because I don't want them to thin their deck at all. Okay, so this comes down to this draw. They have no cards in hand. They can mill me for... I have 20 cards, so they can get me down to 4 cards in the library. But if they don't have anything, then they just get milled by the Mindskinner. Oh man. Yep. Down to 4 cards left, and got him. Wow. Okay. Did not think I was gonna win that one. Okay, that was funny. GG. Nice. On to the next one. Okay, on the play. It's a lot of tap lands. Got all the colors. I'll give it a try. Might be able to find... Probably don't want another land, even though we want to get to 5 lands eventually, but... Okay... No, I think we just need to find... We want to find, like, a Dawnsire here. Or something that searches for Dawnsire. Oh, ayo, okay. Now what do we do? Let's play the... Screaming Nemesis? Let's go Mindskinner in case they have like a removal or something. So this is a turn 5 kill if they don't have an answer. Alright, and kill the land, that's fine. Do I need another black source or blue? Let's do blue. Okay, we can go Screaming Nemesis. And attack with both, I guess? Might as well. Unless they have something that like destroys tapped creatures. Would be my only concern. Ooh, wow, scary. Oh, we just milled. Okay, yeah, they're a reanimator deck. Ooh, okay, interesting. Maybe shouldn't have milled them. So they can zombify back. Oh, nowhere to run. Okay. And the Mindskinner, sure. Okay. And another removal spell. Alright. Okay, we can probably go Dawnsire. Let's see. Do they have anything that could destroy an artifact? Or do we go Duress Mindskinner? I don't know if it really matters that much. I think we just go Dawnsire here. And there's some chance that... Well, we'll see. So because we have Mindskinner, we need a way to mill them. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. Start with Duress, I think. Ooh. Summon Primal Odin, Meringue, Arden. Smuggler Surprise, but they're, let's see, they need 6 mana for that. So they're kind of far away from that, so maybe we take the bargain? Yeah. Although they can use this to kind of find stuff too, but... So how do we win this game? Do we have to not play the Mindskinner, maybe? That's some possibility that that's true. Dawnsire. So if we do 100 damage to a target... We definitely want to play Ancient One. And suit it up. Question is, do we... I mean, it really depends on what we top deck next turn. So we do 100 damage to, like, this. That's not going to do much. I mean, they have 34 cards, so... Actually, I don't know. I could mill them. Just in general. Let's just do this. $33. Yeah, so I mean, if we attack with both of these next turn, that's milling them for 30 cards, so that's not nothing, but oh, never mind. Maelstrom Pulse. That's unfortunate, and being at 18 is also very unfortunate. They're gonna cast the Dawnsire? Okay. May not attack. Interesting. Okay, well we can use this ability, I guess, to draw and discard another Ancient One. I guess they can have that. Milling ourselves, we just go mill them for 2 and swing. Mill another 10. They have a Duress and an Ancient One. I guess this can block. They're at 20 cards, so... I don't know, we need a miracle. Or we need them to just, like, not attack with their Valgavoth. I can start crewing this. No, we're gonna lose to our own combo here. Oh wow, okay. Putting it at 17. And then Duress, okay. Take it as a compliment to lose to your own combo, I guess. Although, ooh, you know what? No, because they tap this down. Wait, what? Why did they just give up? I don't know. It didn't actually have the win. Well, let's see. If I milled myself for a few more, and then I played the Screaming Nemesis, I could attack with all of these to mill them for 20. So I don't know. In theory, I could have won, but depends on what I drew. Back to the wrap-up for our Dawnsire combo, trying to mill our opponent. This was a tough one. I did get some wins with this, and actually won more than I lost with this, which was surprising. So take that for what you will. I do not think this is a very highly competitive deck, so do not craft the cards anticipating lots of wins, but do anticipate some amount of fun with it. This is like maybe some fun kitchen table magic. One card that I was thinking that you could try out in the deck is the Void Altar, the Station Planet, the black one. I think that would work pretty well in this deck. Maybe just take out a swamp for one of these at least. When I was building the mana base, I didn't want too many tap lands, and I was already playing like 8 tap lands with the sewers and the falls here, so that's kind of why I didn't include it. But thinking about it, I think having at least one of these I think would be worth it, because you have so many high power creatures in this deck, and being able to draw additional cards could be pretty powerful, potentially. I mean, you don't really want to sacrifice your creatures in this deck, but it could be worth it potentially to play this. At least I would test it out. So that's just one thought I had. If you wanted to mess with the deck a little bit, maybe play at least one of these instead of a swamp. Otherwise, everything seemed okay. I'm not sure. I mean, you could play more removal if you wanted to. I was just trying to maximize basically being able to station up Dawnsire as much as possible. But I wouldn't fault you if you played removal instead of some of these like 2-drops or any of the 3-drops or something like that. But yeah, otherwise seemed like a decent start for this kind of jank combo. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other ideas for it. Dawnsire is an interesting heck of a card, so certainly fun and something I don't know, maybe come back to and brew if I get some other ideas with it. But definitely can win the game in multiple ways, just attacking or doing 100 damage. So pretty cool card, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.